all in my eyes. Enemies only can see my demise. Envision my downfall, it's not in my view. I only look up, I will not be subdued. Can never submit, position is grip. The mission persists like it's built out of bricks. In the gym
A beautiful afternoon for a fist fight. We are live at the Empire Fight Camp. My name is Todd Grisham. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Marco Antonio Barrera, 168 centimeters tall with a reach of 178 centimeters. And he'll be facing Sonny Edwards. He's 5 foot 2 inches tall and has a reach of 59 inches.
Brawlers are not...
The baby-face assassin. He fights out of Mexico. Sonny Showtime Edwards, fighting out of London, England, has already covered head to toe in gold. One of the best in the world today.
Oh, pure bad blood.
And with that, we turn it over to the world-renowned ring announcer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Mexico City, here is the sensational 3-division champion of the world, the baby-faced assassin, Marco Antonio Barrera. Fighting out of the blue corner from London, England.
Well, I hope you brought your sunscreen. You're going to need it as we... Here we go for round one. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Nice counter shot. We wanted action, and they are delivering. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Through the left uppercut, but it misses. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
The straight right just misses. Nice counter. Uppercut just off target. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Barrera in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here. And there's the bell for round two. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Punch, counter punch. A typical outside fighter, as you know, focuses on defense, stick and move, stick and move.
If you want to corner an outside fighter, make them fight off the rope because they don't want to do that. They don't want to stand still. They want to move left to right. Pin them down. Throw a blanket on them.
Jab slightly off target. both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? He's got to figure out a way to neutralize that length.
You've got to make your opponent fight your kind of fight. They've got to get into your kind of argument, your kind of dance.
I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Barrera in that last round. Talk about a one-sided. Let's get it started in round 3. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Both men step back for just a moment. Those counter punches have to hurt. Missing with the hook. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Good counter punch. The straight right just misses. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Barrera in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for. Back at it in round 4. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Straight right just misses. And he misses with the left uppercut. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. of this surely will get a world title shot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Barrera in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent.
There's the bell to start round 5. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little fade with him, pickpocket him.
Beautiful counter punch. No rest for the weary. Insane action. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to...
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Barrera in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so...
There's the bell to start round 6. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Threw the uppercut, but did not score. You'd like to see more jabs. Which fighter will say no mas? What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. You'd like to see more jabs. A perfect counter shot. Not a lot of defense here at all. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Barrera in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second.
There's the bell to start round 7. Coming off a very tough round, let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt, you've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp, don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Both men step back for just a moment. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
The straight right just misses. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Barrera in that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this.
You're better than that, kid.
Round 8, and we're off again. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Straight right just misses. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
One punch could change everything in this battle. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. When are we going to see a jab from these two? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. A pretty lopsided decision there, a unanimous one.
Unanimous.
What they thought this was, but I come through smoking. Smooth criminal like pounds, just told them with a squad get scolded. Walk with the Lord, not an omen. Still might have to grill a brother like Foreman. When my dogs start rioting, leaves will be falling off trees. You'd think that it's autumn. Yo, I can't stand these rap boys, feel to eliminate all. That's right. I'm trying to raise this stat boy, so tall that it might fall. Top striker, man, I lick off the goal, so anything I set, I achieve and more. Soon bring the man them on some kind of tour. Enough liquor bottles in my rider report. I don't know why they would step to the team, and I'll send man airborne like fly beat. Come like this as some sci-fi scene when I lace this magic on these type of beats. I don't want to hear no talk from a dweeb. You don't respect me if you don't pay my fees. If you don't respect me, then please better back out the way of this heat. I don't know what they thought this was, but I come through smoking. Smooth criminal like Pounds just told them, with the squad get scolded. War with the Lord, not an omen, still might have to grill a brother like Foreman. When my dogs start rioting, leaves will be falling off trees, you'd think that it's autumn. I don't know what they thought this was, but I come through smoking. Smooth criminal like Pounds just told them, with the squad get scolded. War with the Lord, not an omen, still might have to grill a brother like Foreman. When my dogs start rioting, leaves will be falling off trees, you'd think that it's autumn. Yo, step to the place on my J's are with all nine and I'm on a mad one. I don't want no attention from that gal if she ain't a bad one. Man try tell me the 3-5 come too stinky as Cali that packs from. And if I go broke, N95's a night glove slapped on. Soon put chef on the map, son, don't pop with too many brothers, they cap enough. Dog, I don't care about the past, that bad in the present and you can get wrapped up. I don't deal with pests, man got no fertilizer for them. Go on then run up your mouth yet again, Joe get sent all the way up like Rem. Nah, that ain't the flex, so I got J's on my feet, they're retro. They can act like they got bars, I got bars in my name like Esco. And I'll slap them off like Crespo. Go dish out the news like Metro. And these punks know that I don't tech joke. In person they reject smoke. I don't know what they thought this was, but I come through smoking. Smooth criminal like Pounds just told them, with the squad get scolded. War with the Lord, not an omen, still might have to grill a brother like Foreman. When my dogs start rioting, leaves will be falling off trees, you'd think that it's autumn. I don't know what they thought this was, but I come through smoking. Smooth criminal like Pounds just told them, with the squad get scolded. War with the Lord, not an omen, still might have to grill a brother like Foreman. When my dogs start rioting, leaves will be falling off trees, you'd think that it's autumn.
For I am the truth. I am the light that lighteth every man and woman that cometh into this continent, into this world of America today.
We got all eyes on you. No more bluffing. The truth is coming through. You got nothing. The streets on fire, but we've gone higher. And we won't tire. And you're falling. Rise up, take your place. Be someone, be someone. Rise up, show your face. Touch the sun, touch the sun. Stand up, state your case. Speak as one, speak as one. Rise up, human race. Everyone, everyone.
For I am the truth. I am the light that lighteth every man and woman that cometh into this continent, into this world of America today.
shine to come home. Lord, please bless my castle of sand. Waiting on the battle, sword handle all in my hand. The war forces more toward my door with demands. More important than the fortune that you poured in my pan. From freestyling to recording advance, can you please reinforce all my borders and bands? I should've put it towards some plans. Want a forest, gotta water some plants. Normally ignoring the branch is par for the course, but when you hold a culture you can't parkour over a part. You gotta march forth over your art and for your fans. When you corner, gotta shorten your stance. Lessen your tails, Philly shell, don't orbit a dance. You hit a bell, then report to the band and do whatever that the chorus commands. And for the grand, talented all along. Think with fortresses made of stone. We're just palaces made out of flesh and bone. Waiting for our time to shine, to come. Lord, please bless my mansion of cards. If ever challenged, let us camp in the car. Or hang a hammock from a branch in the park. A planet made of uninhabited parts. Being anonymous don't grant you some dark. Even astronomers keep a camera on Mars. Satellite to track where you are and see your black as night, attack it with sparks. Fireworks are not a match for a star, and fire hurts, burns, blackens, and scars. Can still emerge, learned, attractive, and charred from out the ashes of galactic barrage. Yeah, it gets savage where they traffic mirage. It ain't no magic day in back of its secret hatches and frauds. You gotta take it back to the start. You gotta tap and learn to rap from the heart. Yeah, yeah. Talented all along. Think with fortresses made of stone. We're just palaces made out of flesh and bone. Waiting for our time to shine, to come home. Yeah, Lord, please bless my palace of bones. My soul call my skeleton home, it's on the phone. Get a receiver back to Tyrone. We made a pact, I'm going back home. Yeah, pack my bag, stagger back to the zone. With a bag full of daggers I've thrown. I'm like my own masochist, slash my wrist with a poem. And when I'm gone, don't tamper with or sample my songs unless you strong. Bicep emojis in the group chat. 5 sets of burpees, don't disturb me if the booth black. I'm going through it, got a bunch of baggage on my roof rack. I have a lot of habits that produce that. They gon' put they tag on it. My condolences to the fast moments. Hope the solar system assists my slower mission and put some lag on it. Window to my soul peering inside the crib where my spirit resides. Lyrics are die.
Yeah, you duff. All the belts, mighty. In the ring, I swing left, right, man, said get ping. Culture ting, robot ping, we bring man right, somebody shot fling. Ding ding, step in the ring, I swing left, right, man, said get ping. Culture ting, robot ping, we bring man right, somebody shot fling. Ding ding, step in the ring, I swing left, right, man, said get ping. Culture ting, robot ping, we bring man right, somebody shot fling. Uppercut, fling, right up, fling. Culture ting, send man over the ropes. Man try come for the belt, but I punch you never saw ended all of your hopes. Now all of your bros are stood on the sideline, head in the hands, your joke of the show. But they keep those hands up, swing for their fences. All you're going on, Paulie for sure. How much do you wanna be the champ? How much do you wanna please the fans? How much do you wanna be the king? And how much do you wanna feed your camp? How much do you wanna see people chant? Swing like you ain't got a thing to lose. It's the ESPC, beat them neatly. Titles never ever in dispute. Ding ding, step in the ring, I swing left, right, man's head get ping. Can't try a ting, no but ping. We bring men right, somebody shot fling. Ding ding, step in the ring, I swing left, right, man's head get ping. Can't try a ting, no but ping. We bring men right, somebody shot fling. I came from the 7 Hills, city of steel, home of the village and brilliant meals. Can't take man for a pudding, take man to Ingles. Barry have a kid on his heels. In the ring, it's gritty and real. Braveheart man put a kid on his shield. Act daft man put a kid on his. Been bad from when I was swinging on field. Left up, give it with a whiplash. Not gonna work with a sit back. Man with a showboat over the top, send him over the ropes like Prince now. Send a man through ropes like Hopkins. Go mad like Mike when he lost it. I'm trying to be the best like money. Most guys don't know about boxing. Ding ding, step in the ring and swing left, right, man's head get ping. Can't try a ting, no about ping. We bring men right, somebody shots fling. Ding ding, step in the ring and swing left, right, man's head get ping. Can't try a ting, no about ping. We bring men right, somebody shots fling.
There ain't no room. Only one, number one, there ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in cleaned up without a broom. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Straight in, more pain, so more gaining. Yeah, I came in, guns blazing. At Raven, you get weighed in. Been training, sick of waiting. Some failing, not plain sailing. Entertaining, check the ratings. Let me out, I don't wanna be caged in. Yeah, I'm ready, who's next up? Pay attention now, yeah, your best luck. I like to warm up like a few jabs, and then I hit hard like a left hook. My style's unique, not textbook. Step to me, you get yourself messed up. Win or lose, still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Only one, number one, there ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in, cleaned up without a broom. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Only one, number one, there ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in, cleaned up without a broom. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Who wants it? Ready for anybody, I got this. They say you can learn from your losses, but victory tastes sweet like chocolates. Top of the game, you can't top this. Permanent sauce, never lost it. You came in the game, you flopped it. I came in the game and I bossed it. That's why me and you are different. I'm ahead, you lot are in the distance. Stay persistent and consistent. I'm the king now, this is my kingdom. Ready for takeoff, watch how I lift them. Take shots, it's rare that I miss them. Boom. Win or lose, still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Only one, number one, there ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in, cleaned up without a broom. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room.
Now what we gonna do right here is settle the score. Look around you. We got a whole room full of monsters. We gonna shut it down like this. Let's go. Yeah. The tricks of the trade.